Ugh. So, I joined the ranks of the Pony Analyzers. Oh boy, that's fantastic! Although, I have to wonder, why did I decide to do it in the middle of the waiting period between seasons? Everyone has already done the episodes. There's nothing left for me to do. I haven't even started yet, and I've already failed. Why did I try doing this? I'm a complete screw up. Wait a minute, what's this? Bun's Adventure? I still have a chance!
Button's mom has got it going on. She saw that I've wanted and I've waited for so long, yeah. Button, can't you see? You're just not the call for me. I know it might be wrong, but
Button's Adventure, the pilot episode, was created by Janimations. The creator has stated that if the reception for Button's Adventure's pilot episode is good, then more episodes will be made. It's 4 minutes long, so let's just hop right in and see if it's worth more episodes. The episode opens up with the brief introduction of Button Mash, voiced by Shady Vox. A few more seconds in, and we're given a quick bit of humor to set up the tone for the rest of the episode. And humor is where Button's Adventure shines. The gags are all different, not only in circumstance, but how the joke is executed. Sometimes Button is the star of the show, sometimes it's his mother,
Talk about eye candy.
and sometimes fate seems to get its giggles by messing with Button. Some of the jokes take a bit long to execute, and instead of building up to a punchline, kinda just give us information that we don't really need. It doesn't subtract any from the episode, mind you, it just makes us wait a bit longer for the actual joke and punchline. Speaking of the jokes and humor, I loved almost all of the gags in the episode. Keyword, almost. Many of the jokes used had obvious endings, or just went on for too long. That's not saying they're bad. Even if they had obvious endings, Janimations was able to play the joke off on Button's personality, giving it a bit of a twist and a "that's so Button" kind of feel. I'm a little afraid though, did I laugh because the joke was executed well, or did I laugh because the joke was familiar and I knew it was actually funny? I think it's half and half on this one. When Janimations does a joke right, he does it right. When he doesn't, Another thing about Button's Adventure is that it was animated in the My Little Pony show style. I feel it surpasses Double Rainbow in looks, but it doesn't match up to Snowdrop in technical feel. Of course, Button's Adventure isn't trying to be emotional or epic, and that's why it doesn't have to have intensive perspective and dramatic points and whatnot. I still don't think it hits the MOP style right on the head though, and it's for a bunch of little reasons that just add up. But does that make the style bad? No, it makes it Button's Adventure style. And I like that style. It's adorable and bouncy, just like Button. I also think it might be because where Double Rainbow only used canon characters, Button's Adventure kept it focused on Button, besides the scene with Sweetiebelle of course, but she doesn't speak at all, so we aren't being spoon-fed a new voice and trying to attach it to her body. Although Sweetie has always seemed like the voice of reason in my opinion, so for her to look at Button like he's an idiot instead of helping him was a bit OOC in my opinion. The joke still made me laugh, but I think the joke would have made more sense if it had been Scootaloo, or even Apple Bloom. And for a fan character story to be mainly focused on the fan character and not the canon character and the fan character interactions is just fine. It gives Ponyville a more open feel, like there are things going on in the village that don't revolve around the main six all the time. Although if this scene means anything, then Button, his mom, Sweetiebelle, and the milkshake vendor are the only ponies in Ponyville. Ah, that's just a nitpick. Now that the humor and technical points are out of the way, let's talk about Button Mash himself. Button is a little colt who is 8 years old and likes video games. Doesn't have his cutie mark either. Button lives in Ponyville with his mom, his dad, and his brother. And that's all we get. Well, for this pilot episode, that's enough to go on, but I'm hoping when or if the actual episodes come out, we'll get a bit more information, like where his brother and dad are and what they do. I'm guessing the mother is a homemaker? His personality is... okay, I'll admit, this kid's personality is everywhere. I plan to use the jokes and his reactions to the circumstances as my gauge on his personality, but every time I thought I knew what was going to happen, he reacted in a different way, and not in the, oh, I didn't see it coming, haha way, but the, why is he acting like that when he just did this way? My final thoughts on Button's Adventures are this. It's a great little pilot episode. Button is adorable, if not a bit everywhere. I've watched it a few times, and I still laugh at the jokes, but I find myself getting more and more bored with the parts that just fall flat. The jokes that don't work almost seem to take you by the neck and scream, "Laugh at me!" I hate skipping over parts of videos I'm watching, but my finger has twitched a few times in the past. Out of 5, I'd give Button's Adventure the pilot episode a 3.5, but I do hope Janimations goes through with creating the full-length episodes, because Button Adventure is a fun little story just oozing with potential. The Grumpy Grump Turtle thanks you for your time, and thanks you for putting up with me.
You know I'm not the little colt that I used to be. I'm all grown up now, baby.